Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Ironsworn, Alennas Story. We are in Alennas Story because Torwolf, our first main character, sadly died at the hands of some bandits who were in cahoots with the people of Holmlund, and he lost his magic axe. And now the smith of the village in the following spring ventured forth, no, in the summer ventured forth to get the axe back. She managed to get away from the guards of the village and met a new old friend of her called Valerie. And together the two women killed the guards that were with Valerie. They stumbled into a trap and, well, got out of it and made their way to the caves in the east. Now they are standing in front of the cave entrance. They know the Guldrat, the monster of the village, of the tales, lives in this weird cave system, and it has gotten more active in the last month, but they still need to traverse these caves, and this is how we find them, right? Lena, all strong woman, used to smithing, and Valerie, more lithe and scrawny looking, with a rebellious heart. And this is how we find them, at the entrance of the cave. They're looking at each other, and Alenna says, "Well, are you ready to go in there, or should we rest up, maybe?" Valerie looks around, says, "I think maybe we should get going. Those dead guards have probably been found already, so let's get out of here." Alenna nods and gets a stern look on her face, grabs the hammer that Valerie gave her, and together they venture forth into the cave system. I'm trying out some new music. It is provided by Syrinscape. I have to DJ it on the fly. Hope it works well. Do they have 0 health? They do. Alenna has 0 health. You're totally right. Should they camp before they go in? I think they will go in for a bit and hope they are safe in the caves, because the people won't follow them into them. So yes, I think they would go into the cave. Now, I have to undertake a journey, because we need 4 more squares. The journey is dangerous. Let's see. It's a wee kid. On Wicked, you reach your waypoint, mark progress, but suffer 1 supply. I mean, that makes sense, right? They eat the few rations they have. They talking quietly with each other. They need torches and stuff to light their way, and they come to a alcove on the way, on the path through these dark tunnels. Yeah, many small ways branching off the main path, but the main path is clearly marked by people that came before, and this is where they try to make camp, try to rest and recuperate and heal, obviously. If you rest and recover for several hours in the wild, roll plus supply. Alright, let's do that. Let's hope for a good roll here. It's a strong hit. You and your allies may each choose to recuperate. Take +1 health for you and any companions. Alright. So we're gonna do that one. 1 health for her. Question is, how much health does Valerie have? We actually no. But never mind. And another thing. 1 spirit. We can take -1 supply again. And no, at 1 momentum. So they talk with each other, they reassure each other that they are on the right path, that everything is going to work out. And they listen, and there are no sounds or weird things happening in the caves surrounding them. So we mark our progress. Ah, it gives 2. Right. Thank you, Danielas. I was just thinking that. Alright. So they are halfway through the caves. And I'd say they keep going. They don't want to stay in the caves because the caves are really... So they undertake a journey and have to roll again. Let's see how this goes. Weak hit again. So they are on their last bit of supply and they reach their final destination, right? So now they got all the 10 squares and reach your destination. Make the move to reach your destination. When your journey comes to an end, roll the challenge dice and compare to your progress. Alright, we got 10 progress filled. So let's go. It's a strong hit. On a strong hit, the situation at your destination favors you. Choose 1. Make another move now and add +1 or take +1 momentum. I'm gonna take the momentum. And let's envision, maybe, how does the destination favor us, right? The destination is the ritual place that was destroyed by the bandits, where the axe, where Thorwulf died and lost his axe. And that was the destination we chose for our journey. And we went there, and everything is... well, the situation there seems to favor us. How does it favor us? I'd say it's abandoned, right? It's completely destroyed, so the bandits did their job. They destroyed the ritual site. They... Nothing is left of the once holy place for the old gods. And I think the tone shifts as the 2 women walk across this place that once was somewhat revered in the village, because here the sacrifices were made for the Uldrat in the caves. There are old marks of the battle that was fought here. Maybe some dried blood on a tree, maybe some destroyed tents, and yeah, all that remains from the brave warriors that fought here are broken bits of armor and weapons. And yes, looks like the bandits cleaned everything up. But now Alenna wants to know what happened to the axe. So she looks at Valerie and goes, alright, let's look for the damn thing. Maybe it's around here somewhere. And yeah, they will try to look for the axe. Now this would be a gather information, right? They want to know where the axe is, or maybe find out where it was taken. Let's see if they can find something. It's a miss. Your investigation unearths a dire threat or reveals an unwelcome truth that undermines your quest. Pay the price. Alright. Let's pay the price and see if it's a threat or an unwelcome truth. A surprising development complicates your quest. Alright, I'll give it up to the chat. What is the surprising development that complicates the quests of Alenna and Valerie? They are looking for the axe, and something happens that stops them in their track, or they find something that is bad news for them. I wonder what it is. Maybe you've got some ideas? Yeah, I think that's a good choice. Yes, thank you. So, they are looking through this ritual place. They find clear signs of looting, and only really broken things were left behind, right? And it was a place where things got broken. Things that were holy for the old gods got broken here. But there's no part of the weapon to be found. The only thing they can find is a clear tracks for a cart. A heavy loaded cart with where the tracks left deep grooves in the earth, and it was clearly pulled towards Holmlund, the town that took over the Frostclaw Valley and is now calling it Holmlund Valley. And yeah, they are the enemies that were guarding Frostclaw Village in the first place. But to get to the axe now, Alenna and Valerie have to go to Holmlund itself, try to find the weapon that led the rebellion or the fight against Holmlund, the symbol they need to reignite the passion in their village. Alright. They sigh with a look. They both realize what they have to do. They walk a few minutes away from the ritual site and catch their breath. So, Alenna starts. We gotta somehow get into Holmlund. I was afraid this might happen. I really hope they just overlook the weapon, but well, it was well made and is clearly of some significance. Plus, it was the weapon that Torwolf wielded, so yeah. Damn it. Valerie just cracks her neck and goes, yeah, well, that just means more of those fuckers have to die, and I'm really okay with that. But to do this, we need time, and we need to heal, and yeah, we can't do this like fast and sloppy. We need to be very careful in our approach to the village, because I don't want to end like these people did. And Alenna nods and goes, yes, Yes, that is probably right. I mean, you know best how to anger people in power, I guess, so I think maybe I will lean on your expertise in this one. And Valerie just gives a grin and goes, yeah, those people in power, they should be checked, you know? Someone has to do it. And yeah, both of them start their way to the village of Holmlund. So I'm gonna put them here somewhere. They are avoiding the main path and are rather staying with the river, knowing that it will lead them to Holmlund anyway. And yeah, they are walking through. I don't think... Well, maybe it's a journey, but I don't think it's so dangerous for them, because now they are very much in the territory that Holmlund thinks is safe, and so they are just walking along. And but I shouldn't decide this by myself. I think that is something you can ask the Oracle, and I think it's likely that yeah. Will the journey be peaceful, the Oracle? Tell me. Yes, the journey will be peaceful. And so they journey to Holmlund and start their approach, wanting to find out what happens and wanting to find out how the city works. Maybe they can find weaknesses in the defenses or something. And yeah, this is what they're gonna do. But before they do that, they will try to heal themselves with a few supplies they have. And yeah, let's see if they can do it. It's a weak hit. Yeah, they won't use the last supply they have for this, so yeah. The first thing they do is they have to make camp, right? They have to build basically a headquarter for their rogue mission to spy on the town. And they do that by making a camp. They don't have much supply, so they probably should resupply first. And they start by hunting, foraging, finding things maybe to bolster their supplies. Resupply. Strong hit. Like +2 supply. Yeah, so I think... how does this work? Alenna is probably the one that is focused on making the camp, right? She's the smith, she's the strong one. She finds some strong small trees, maybe branches from them, and starts building a somewhat ramshackle, I don't know, campsite that is roughly that is not easy to find. And Valerie is the one trying to hunt for things. And since they are a little bit, you know, they don't have much of weapons. But I do think they got some spears. I might be wrong. They do. At least Alenna has a spear. And it looks like Valerie is pretty good with a spear, because she comes back with a few hunted small animals, maybe some berries or something that she could find. And yeah, so their supply is back. They then try to make a camp, which is, you know, Alenna doing the camp. She gets 1 health back. And yeah, then they try to heal again, because they have the time and they want to make sure this is not a wasted opportunity. There's no rush, right? The villagers will survive a few more days or weeks even under the rule of Holmlund as they have for some time now. And yeah, this won't change their mission. As they are trying to heal, there's a complication. Something bad is happening. We have to pay the price, and we have to make it worse because of the complication. Oh, this game, I forgot. Didn't I use one for healing? I did, didn't I? But didn't I give that to us already? Or did I? No, I didn't. Oh, you're right, Danielos. Thank you very much. So we are at 3 health, at least. And then the complication happens. Let's pay the price. It forces you to act against your best intentions. And it is a complication. Right. So it's worse. Forces us to act against our best intentions. Now, what? They're in their camp, they are trying to heal up, and then something happens that forces them to act against their best intentions, and it is a little bit worse than it would be just if we just roll it without the complication. Any ideas? Dear chat, please help me out on this one. Right. Their best intentions were, I think this is a funny one, Danielos. Their best intentions were take their time, scout it out, be really careful, and, you know, make this a sure thing. And then, while they are trying to heal up, they hear like the cracking of a whip and the scream of a man and the crying of a child, and they just both look up, nod to each other, go towards the sound. Both are very low to the ground, sneaking up to where the sound came from. Alenna takes the big hammer that Valerie gave her. Valerie takes the spear, and both, still low to the ground, sneak and get to a hill which they crest over just a little bit to watch what is beyond. And the scene beyond is pretty damning. There are people that are working a field, and they are clearly malnourished, and some big dude with a whip and a sword is cracking his whip, making them work even harder. They are weak, the people in the field. Some are way too young to be doing this hard work. And yeah, again, they are confronted with the evil of the people of Holmlund. And yeah, something snaps in our heroes. They wanted to do the cool, calm and collected thing. They wanted to take them, wanted to take their time, wanted to change, wanted maybe to sneak in, get the axe, get out. No one has to be the wiser. But they cannot get past these poor people. And once they attack these guards, they know they won't be a surprise anymore. But, well, we rolled it, and they will act against their best intentions, which, also are good intentions, but doesn't really help in securing the axe. Before I do that though, I think I need to make some progress on my get the axe back thing. Because, well, we got to the side and we found that it's gone. Alright, so now I think there's a fight coming up. The fight is against the guard of the, probably the guards of the working villagers on the field. Yeah, I think that would be right. One warrior is dangerous, I think. 2 warriors would be a formidable foe for the 2 women. And maybe there are 3, right? 3 people watching the poor people work. They have spears, they have whips, and they have a shield. So right now they are only carrying the shield and the whip. And at this moment they are unaware of our heroes now. Let's see what we can do. At 3 health, but it has to be enough, right? I think we have to face danger. No, secure an advantage. I think our heroes will try to sneak towards them to surprise attack the guards. But if you have other ideas, I'm very open to suggestions. Because our good Alenna is not very the sneaky type. But we do get an advantage if we sneak, because we get a +1 to sneaking because Valerie is very good at sneaking, right? So yeah, I think that makes sense. Let's secure the advantage, right? It's shadow. We get a +1 for sneaking. And let's hope for the best. It's a strong hit, baby. This is what I want to see. On a strong hit, you gain advantage. Choose one. Take control. Make another move now. Not a progress move and add +1. Take +2 momentum. I think I'm going to take the momentum. And this just represents our heroines sneaking along. Maybe even they are sneaking along. Maybe they are some trees, or they stay in the shadow of this broken down hut of this former farm building. And yeah, they sneak very close to the first guard they see, and then they surprise them by jumping out and attacking. And this is where we start our fight. Let's see how this goes. We have to enter the fray. It's a weak hit. I can either take 2 momentum or take the initiative. I think I have enough momentum for now, so I'm going to take the initiative, which also makes sense narratively because, you know, we are the ones surprising them. And yeah, so Alenna jumps out, and with a battle cry, she strikes for the head, while Valerie rolls out of the shadow and thrusts forward with a spear. Let's see if we can kill the first guy. It's with iron and no modifier, I think. Yeah. It's a strong hit. We inflict 1 harm and we reach +1 harm, and we retain the initiative. So how this works is we got a weapon, which means we inflict 2 harm on 2, and we get an extra harm for the strong hit. Now, do I have this No. This one. No. Alright. Yeah, so it works, right? Alenna hits the guy in the head. The spear strikes true, and the guard is completely overwhelmed, breaks down to one knee, gurgles something. But we were loud enough for the other guards to notice, and the workers to be afraid and just watching. And the other guards are rushing us, and we rush them, and the battle continues. It's 2-on-2 now, and it's still our initiative. And yeah, while I go for one, Valerie goes for the other. I try to spin around, hit the ribs of the person in front of me, one of the guards who tries to shield it. And I miss. Your attack fails and you must pay the price. Right, let's see what that is, because on the attack, the normal thing is not damage. Let's see how this goes. It causes a delay or puts you at a disadvantage. Alright. So I'm gonna give myself a -1 for this clash, right? Because I try to hit his ribs, but he's a good warrior, has good reflexes, puts his shield up, and even bats away my fighting hand, and so I'm wide open for his attack. So we clash. Let's see how this goes. It's a complication, but if I burn my momentum, I get a strong hit, which I will gladly do. I burn my momentum, and so I see his whip coming, right? He didn't have the time to switch to his sword, and he just tries to hit me with his whip. I roll under it, get back to my feet, and hit him with my hammer. And since I got a strong hit and 2 force, I have a it's not a complication, it's the positive thing of a complication. An opportunity, that is what I have. And yeah, I'm gonna strike him, and I think the opportunity is what could the opportunity be? Maybe one of the workers, like, he sees us and he's trying to help us immediately. Maybe he has like a pitchfork in hand and tries to stab the other guy, which gives me a +1 on the attack. Let's see how this goes. It's a weak hit. I inflict my harm, but lose the initiative. Alright, so 2 harm. So I hit the guy. He's clearly wounded, and I hear the cracking of his ribs. I look over. Valerie is not as well trained and has a lot more problems. Her enemy already has a sword in hand and is now going at her, and she's trying to defend with a spear. The other workers are staying clear away, and my enemy turns around and just whips the one of the farmer that had the pitchfork, whips him across the face, and the farmer goes down, and he holds his side but is still ready to fight, and now they have the initiative. Alright, we have to clash again. Let's see how this goes. It's a weak hit. I inflict my harm, but then I have to pay the price. Alright, so I inflict my harm, which means I get him, like the person in front of me. He jumps towards me with his shield and tries to bash me in the head. I take the hit, but I also get my hit in, which cracks the ribs even deeper, and then he just starts gurgling blood and falls over, but I still got bashed in the head with his shield, which I have to pay the price. At a formidable foe means I have to lose 3 I think 3 health. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 3 health. Yeah. So I lose all of my health. Like, it was really hard. Right, I have to endure harm. Very well remembered. I have to endure harm before I have to lose those points. Wait. It's a weak hit. You press on. Alright, so I lose the health points. Damn it! But that was very well remembered, chat. Thank you very much. Yeah, so the guy is down, but I'm really dazed, right? Holding my head. Maybe blood is trickling down my face as Alenna keeps rushing towards the enemy that is harrying Valerie. And yeah, so I'm trying to hit him now. But do I have the initiative? I don't. So while I run towards him, he just kicks Valerie away, whips around with his sword in hand. He tries to hit me. And yeah, we clash. Wait a minute. I got something for endure harm, don't I? Endure harm. In a fight, you add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. If I get a 6, nothing changes, but I do have a weak hit, so I get +1 momentum. Alright, nice. Because some of the force got rebuffed by my light armor. Alright, let's clash with the fucker with the sword. Let's go. It's a weak hit. I inflict my harm, but then I have to pay the price. Alright. 9 points, and I have to pay the price. Well, paying the price is enduring harm, so let's go. We have 0 health, so this is bad. You suffer -1 momentum. Right. If you're at 0 health, you must mark wounded or maimed, if currently unmarked, or roll on the oracle. Are we wounded now? I think so. What do you guys think? Roll on the oracle, maybe die, or mark wounded? I'm gonna leave this up to you. Wounded. Alright. Seems like that is a consensus. So we are now wounded. How are we wounded? I think it's a deep, like with the sword, he really got us into the belly maybe, and like there's blood coming out of a belly wound, and like we feel the blood loss already and have to shake it off. And yeah, we cannot. I think I have to lose the momentum as well, right? When I suffer the damage. So I am now on -1 momentum. And this is bad. This is really bad. Valerie is getting up and trying to help me, which is the only reason why I'm still in this fight. So let's clash again. You know what? I'm trying to compel the other people to help me. I'm going, everyone, grab whatever you have and attack him. We can do it together. And I try to get the poor farmers on my side. Let's hope this works. It's a weak hit. They do what you want, but they ask something of you in return. Alright, they will ask, alright, but you better get us out of here. And they start running towards the guy, which I think when we have, they count as maybe 2 people. So I'm gonna give myself a bonus of +2 on this. Right, there are like a few more people. They have some weird equipment, farming equipment, and they run towards the guy. They are weak. They are malnourished and have been worked all day, but they are desperate and trying to kill the one that hurt them. I'm gonna give myself a +2 to this. Because there are many people. And I think that's fair. Let's see. It's a weak hit still. Alright. Which means I mark the damage. So he gets harrowed from every side, but he cuts down one of them and holds up his shield. He has armor on and he's clearly someone that is used to fighting. And he's just growling, "Get back, you mangy dogs!" And he's, he's in deep trouble, but the fight is not over yet. And also, I have to pay the price, which I have to endure harm, which, you know, is bad. Kinda bad. It's a strong hit. Hallelujah. I would get 1 health back, but then I would lose 1 momentum again, and this is so I'm on -3 momentum, but now I can end the fight, and I have 10 progress moves, so this should be okay. Weak hit. Oh my god. This foe is no longer in the fight. They are killed out of action, flee, surrender. Alright, they are dead. Right? Like, we are swarming them, the farmers and me and Valerie, we are all swarming them, trying, and like, they are hacked to pieces. And yeah, seeing these people enact their vengeance on this guy. Like, he's already dead, but they are still, like, some of them are crying and with anger and filled with anger and rage. They are still attacking and hacking and slashing away at the dude, which lets us endure some stress because we have never seen something like this desperation before. Strong hit. I can suffer, but I don't want to suffer more momentum loss, so I'm gonna lose 1 spirit. And yeah, this is the end of the fight. And everybody, like, after a while, everybody calms down, everybody breathes heavily. Alenna holds her wound in her belly and goes, "Alright. I think that's all of them. Are more coming? Anyone?" And yeah, one of the farmers, maybe a young man, very thin looking with a scraggly beard and blonde hair that's just disheveled. And yeah, he comes up towards them and goes, "Yeah, no, we have hours until the shift changes. We should be good for now. But you have to help us. You have to get us out of here." And Alenna nods and goes, "Yeah, we will. My name is Alenna. This is Valerie. We come from Frostclaw Village. We have a camp nearby. And yeah, let's just hope no one has heard us, because the chat has asked me to ask the Oracle if we were heard. This fight was heard. I think we are far enough away from Holmlund that it's not very likely that they heard us. But it could be, right? Someone could be nearby, maybe some shepherd or something, and they would be running towards the city. So let's ask the Oracle. Oracle, has our fight been heard? Right. So our fight has been heard. Let's say it was this shepherd that I mentioned. And thank you to the chat for this one. And, well, one of the farmers goes, I saw someone running away. They saw what we were doing and they ran towards Homeland. And we need to get out of here. And Alenna just gets a little bit pale and goes, all right, everybody follow me. And starts walking towards the camp, but like the bloodlust is real. Valerie comes and tries to bandage her wounds as best she can, but like there's no time, right? They have to move now. And gonna tell you what, they will try to erase the like one of the like maybe the boy, the young man with the scraggly hair goes, I can try to disguise our tracks. Maybe they won't be able to follow us to wherever you're leading us. And I think they will try to secure the advantage of not leaving any tracks behind. And since Valerie is very good at sneaking, and I'm counting this as sneaking, I will roll on this shadow and I will get +1 from Valerie because she will help. It's a weak hit. Your advantage is short-lived. Take +1 momentum. Alright, so we get +1 momentum, and the advantage we gain from this is short-lived, right? So we get to the camp, everybody kind of breathes and goes, alright, I think we did the best we could with the tracks, but we have to probably make sure we can defend this position. We won't be able to outrun them. They have horses and better supplies, but maybe we can surprise them with a strong attack. It would probably take them a few hours to find us, but let's make sure that when they get to us, we are ready for them. And so, yeah, can I get... yeah, I will try to secure an advantage again, this time by... Alenna is there getting fixed up, but she's directing the people, right? Oh, great, we need a barrier here. We need someone to as a lookout. And you there, get over to that tree and hack down the branches. We need them as a material for the barrier. And she's trying to lead the people who are exhausted and maybe nearly at the limit, but are all very determined to not go back. Tell you what, I'm going to ask the Oracle chat. Is there a doctor that can heal... I think it's very unlikely that there's a doctor in the farmers. So I think it's a very small chance. Oracle, is there a doctor present that can heal Alenna? Who would have thought? Well, thank you again for the chat. Well, this is awesome. One of the, yeah, maybe, I don't know, an older guy, malnourished as well, and he comes up to her and says, oh, well, young lady, in my younger years, I was a doctor and a physician. I see your wound is very grave, and I might be able to help you with that. I've found some blood-clotting herbs near here. But let me treat your wound. And I think I'm gonna get a +3 to this heal roll because of this doctor, because that was very unlikely to happen, and I'm very happy he's here. It's a strong hit. Wounded condition. You may clear it, then take or give up to 2 health. Alright, we can clear the wounded condition. So the doctor has patched us up very well, and Alenna feels like the strength returning to her, and we get +2 on health. And Yes, then we are trying to secure the advantage. Have I already rolled that? No, I don't think I have. Was this secure the advantage the one where I directed the people? I don't know. I'm gonna make another one. Because -2 momentum is just not good enough. Trying to secure the advantage. Strong hit. +2 momentum at least. Alright. So now she has directed the people as well as she could. Some of them have the swords, some of them have the whips, some of them have shields from the guards they took away. They couldn't get the armor in time because it would have taken too much time. The guy with a pitchfork still has his pitchfork over his head wound that was bandaged. It's a rough and tumble group of maybe, let's say, 5 people besides Alenna and Valerie, which makes them 7 people, and 1 child, which I mentioned before, like maybe a 9-year-old boy, who also holds like a scythe in his hand and goes, I don't know what to do. And yeah, he has to be protected in the middle. And yeah, this is the situation we face, right? There's the people of Holmlund are coming. We have secured every advantage we have, and then we hear the hoofs of the horses, and we see them. How many are there? Let's say 2 riders and, well, probably 4 just normal raiders. And they see the barricades, they see us hunching behind them, and then a voice just echoes over to us. You there, behind the barricade. We've seen what you've done to the guards on the field. They are not very pleased. We know you have wounded and young people with you. They shall be unharmed, and you shall be put to... Your leaders shall be put to a swift death, and the others can go back to working on the fields. This is the best deal you will get, and you should all think to take it. And Alenna looks everyone in the eye and goes, don't listen to him. You have killed few of them. They will not hesitate to kill any of you, including the children. And I think she will try to compel them to stay strong in their rebellion. It's a strong hit. +1 momentum. And everyone just grimly nods. And Alenna shouts back, this will only end in blood. If you come towards us, some of you will die. You may very well win this fight, but not all of you will get away alive. You should go. And we will go as well. Let us leave and make sure that no one else dies today. And then she just takes her hammer and smashes one of the nearby trees with all her might, and there's like a big crack in the tree, and then she goes, I will kill anyone that harms any of these people. And yeah, she's just going to intimidate the fuck out of them, because that's what she can do as a Thunderbringer. When you compel by hitting or breaking an inanimate object at +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. So, Let's see if she can compel them to just leave them alone, you know? Act very strong. Even they don't know that she's wounded. And she gets +1. Let's go. It's a strong hit. Alright. Like the tree crashes down. Like she hit it in a perfect spot. She didn't even know, like, and she's just acting like it was planned. She just wanted to give it a big whack, but then, like, the small tree kind of was dead at some point or something, and the tree just, or maybe it's some divine intervention of some forest deity, we don't know. The tree just cracks and falls towards them. They have to rearrange their horses, and then some of them say, "What is this? How many are there?" Good thing. Even the farmers and the doctor go, like, they get big eyes. Who are these people that saved us here? And like, one of the horses shies away, and the people are gonna. And yeah, we only hear them shout back, "Well, this is not the last you will hear of us. But very well. You all are dead if you come back here again. Leave while we still let you." And then they're, like, trying to save face, but they clearly don't want none of this. And yeah, the people start gathering around. The enemies start retreating a bit, and the group of the farmers, the doctor, the child, and Alenna and Valerie start making their way, trying to find a better place to lay low. And let's see, I think this might be the last roll, if it works out. If it doesn't, we might go on. Let's see if they find a safe place. I'm gonna say it's a make camp. If this works out, they will be able to find a safe place. I think she gets a +1 just because everybody's helping. And let's see if this works. So they are trying to find a safe place to stay, right? They can't go to the caves because there's a Guldrat roaming. They can't go to Holmlund. They can't go... Oh, the river is, like, not passable for them. So they're trying to find a place to camp, but it's hard, and they have to pay the price. The group has to. It causes a delay or puts you at a disadvantage. Right. I just think the people are collapsing around Alenna. She just didn't think about how hurt and malnourished they really are. I think it would be totally okay to lose one supply because they give out the last rations they have to the people. And yeah, maybe someone is still watching them, but they are not sure if they really got away from the people of Holmlund, or if they are still on their tracks. They couldn't make sure, right? They don't have the energy or the power to to get away. I don't think someone of them is a spy, because all of them are, like, really malnourished and hurt from the, like I described, right? They are the ones that were on the field, and so it's kind of hard for them to be a spy. But maybe some of them are not as enthusiastic about their prospects and are having doubts. Like, they see the this group, and they see the wounds, and they see the like pale faces and the gaunt faces, and they don't have a lot of hope that this is going well, and maybe they are thinking about surrendering. And so they make a camp, but it just really won't work as well. There's not enough room for everybody. People are crying. Nobody really gets a restful night's sleep. And everything looks pretty dire because now Alenna is farther away from the axe than she has ever been. And everybody looks to her for leadership. And so she looks those people in the eye and says, well, I originally came here to get the axe, right? Get the axe of Thorwulf and maybe help my village. But I see now I can't just leave you people alone here. And so she grabs the top of her hammer and she swears an iron vow to assuage the fears of these people. She goes, by this iron, I swear that I will get you to safety. I will make sure you are safe before I continue on my quest. This is an iron vow she swears. We got 3 in heart. She doesn't get a modifier. It's a wicked. Yeah, I think it makes sense, right? You begin your quest with more questions than answers. She doesn't know how. How will she manage to get these people to safety? What's something she can do to help them? But I do think this is a dangerous vow, and it is get the group of farmers safety, and the group consists of 3 farmers, 1 doctor, and 1 9-year-old boy. 1 9-year-old boy. And yeah, she wants to help them with safety. Yeah. Threat is soldiers Holmlund, and 1 person, 1 farmer probably, has doubts and is thinking about giving up. Giving up, maybe betraying the group. I think this is where we will leave Alenna in this ramshackle camp, making sure that the people know that she means it when she swears her iron vow, but with more questions than answers. How will she help them? How can she find out where the axe is? What is this weird obsession with the old gods that the people of Holmlund seem to have? All of this we may find out next time we play. Please join me on Mondays at 7 p.m. CET, which is the European time zone. Join me in the chat room, change the narrative with me, and yeah, come join me on Twitch TV/KaiusBerghof, and I'm happy to have you. We will play probably 1 game every week. At least that is what I hope. And just come hang out. Let's have some fun. Thank you for watching, and see you guys soon.